some of what I said. So, all right. I'm looking at, here's Kelsey's right here. And here is Kaitlyn's right here. So this allows me to do a couple of things. One, Kaitlyn, what you submitted to me is like, you've already integrated the method section into your working paper. That's what it looks like to me. Is that correct, Kaitlyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that allows me to do a little bit of extra like instruction as well. So one of the things that I'm looking at, so the first thing that a professor looks at when they see a paper is they see APA style. That's the very first thing that we'll see. So I'm looking at, so if I were to look at your paper here right away, first of all, this should be lowered. So this should be centered. I see that the fonts are the same here. This page number needs to be over here.
So the other day, speaking of the page number, the other day when you said that, I was confused, but I like went back and looked and I have it on the right side. So like mine doesn't look like that.
Oh, really? So okay, that's
like
weird.
I have it on the, yeah.
Okay, well, all right. Well, if you do have it on that side, then fix it. Okay, so now I'm not gonna look at your intro section and hypotheses. I'm gonna move right to this part. I'm guessing that this is pretty much the same for both of you guys. You know, I can see a little bit of detail difference. Trauma sample 34. So I think that these numbers are off. Did you correct? It's not 34. You didn't have 34 people. So I sent you your numbers yesterday. Correct them.
Okay.
Okay. I think we are at 25 or 26 with you guys, maybe 27. Okay.
If you read the second line, Isabella just wanted to make sure that we had sent it out to everybody. And then it says the response rate is only 24 individuals.
Okay. Oh, I see. So she's saying that because there's 34 people in both classes.
Right, because we have
I see what you're doing. Okay, well, I don't need male and female for total, just those that participated.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, that's nice. That's actually, I just didn't expect that. So that's a nice little detail that you shared. Okay. Okay, so for age, just break it down by mean and standard deviation. I don't need this separation by year, right? Age is a continuous variable. So I sent you that material in terms of what your mean age is. So just put that down and take that out. What else did you collect? Didn't you collect you collected a little bit other age, like a socioeconomic group that could be broken up. Like that makes sense to break up into different categories, right? But the age itself, so include, other than age, your other demographic bits of information. I sent them to you. We can go over them later, but those should be integrated here. Okay. Okay. Students who agreed to participate were provided with consent form. Okay, that's fine. I like how you did that, Kelsey, that little line there at the end. Okay, Kelsey, participants. Okay, everybody's doing this, all right? Materials are a list. They're a list. This is what we used. On the back of your brownie box, it's eggs, butter, salt, flour, cocoa, right? It's like, here's what you need to gather all together before we tell you what to do with it, right? That's the materials section. So for you guys, it's Google Forms, right? That's one material you used. It's an online resource, but it is one. And then your survey and a description of the different questions on your survey, you know, of some of the themes that you've captured, right? Themes about substance abuse and or unhealthy behaviors, themes related to types of memory, right? Happy memories, 5 questions about happy memories, 5 questions about. So, but there's really just there's two materials that you need to describe. They should represent two different third level headings. And then you describe them under your third level headings. Listen to me, everybody. Materials is what? It's all about what? If you're including how in the materials section, you're doing procedures. Procedures is how. Like, just like on the brownie box, it tells you, here's the what you need, gather all this shit together. And then the next line is, and then here's the how, what you do, or how you make all of this stuff work together. So be very careful, right? It's hard for students to get this, but it's really kind of liberating when you realize you don't have to talk about how in any of this, just what, describe. Then go down here and talk about how. How did you make this all work? Step by step by step. Okay, so right, for how long? How long did it take them? Did they understand whether they were anonymous? You know, did they have to agree to participate? Was there a statement that they had to agree to, or that you had to tell them, you know, these are their rights? It took them 20 minutes. A characteristic of your study was that if people who had not experienced childhood trauma, then there were certain questions they could skip over. Stuff like that. Okay, so I think you can give me more detail here. And some of that detail that would go in the procedure section is stuck up here in your method section. Okay, you following me? Like, I'm not trying to come at you too hard right now, because it's not. One of the things that you're going to have to kind of work out with yourself is it's really that easy. Go to the example that student of mine that I grabbed from that student of mine, that's a method section. Look at how she just writes step by step by step about these are the materials that she included, and then she goes into great detail of what she did with her study. Your procedures is not going to be complicated. It won't be any longer than the total writing of this and this. It could be one, you know, half of a page double spaced at the most. It's not complicated. So just sit down and get this stuff organized. All right, now let me look a little bit more. Analysis, okay, questionnaire, okay. This should be, Kelsey, an independent t-test. There's lots of different kinds. So just to be precise, we used independent t-tests.
Okay.
Okay, critical level set to 05, very good. Okay, so, and then let me see if, okay, so no reference sections attached there. Let's go to, okay, so you do have a reference section here, Kaitlyn. And yeah, this looks, it's an APA style, good. You got the hanging indent. Your survey, is your survey listed?
Do you mean at the end?
No, it's a reference. Your survey is an unpublished survey, or so would be like, what did you call your survey? I don't know, your trauma and memory survey. 2021, authors are, right? So it's cited as an unpublished manuscript. Okay, go to the Purdue OWL, look up unpublished manuscript. It's not hard. Okay.
Okay.
And then you've got your appendix set up here. Kaitlyn, make sure that your appendix, here's some, looks like it's in Calibri or something else. And here you've got Times New Roman. I don't know if that's another one of these translation issues, but that's, just make sure that those agree. Other than that,
Okay.
that's good. Make sure that's attached. And I've got to end this class. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my record here, stop my share.